There are many young adults that reach their difficult age in foster care and do not have anyone to turn to. They tend to be the outcast in the system. Foster parents do not want to deal with them as they are problematic, answer back, and do not want to follow rules. These teenagers end up in group homes where they do not have a role model or a parent who they trust and can ask questions. The teenage years are difficult for any young adult. The experience is worse when you have no family or friends you trust to help you through the difficult transition into adulthood. Teenagers tend to seek a place to belong since most have not seen their parents in several years and have been bouncing from one foster home to group homes, not having any attachment with an adult or caregiver, losing their sense of self. The foster teenagers need a place to go and feel safe to ask questions and not feel judged or out of place. The social skills group is designed to help teenagers gain social skills and confidence in themselves. It will help them prepare for real life situations where they need to problem solve and prioritize their issues. They will learn to build healthy relationships and learn about boundaries. The teenagers will be able to meet other teenagers going through similar issues. The group will also focus on challenging the teenagers on self-awareness of problematic and unhealthy behaviors. The type of therapy that will be used is rational therapy. The group will focus on teaching the teenagers to use their cognitive thinking rather than act on emotion. The group will consist of 6 sessions of 1.5 hours long. Sessions will be once a week. In the Santa Cruz County, there are no support groups available for foster teenagers. Many teenagers are not able to stay in their community due to disruptions. Having a group to support these teenagers during the difficult times will minimize the number of disruptions from their current placement, allowing them to remain in their community. The social skills group will allow the foster teenagers to connect with others going through similar issues and help them not feel alone. Being part of the support group and learning necessary skills to cope will give the teenagers a better opportunity to sustain their placement and possibly remain in their community. Keeping the teenagers in their community will keep them in the same culture and possibly close to family. The type of therapy group that will be used is social skills group and rationale therapy group. The group will focus on teaching the teenagers to use their cognitive thinking rather than act on emotion. The adolescent teenagers need to identify their unwanted dysfunctional behavior. The adolescents will be assisted in identifying the negative or unwanted emotions and dysfunctional behavior and replace them with rational thinking and positive behaviors. They will be encouraged to analyze their behaviors. The teenagers will be guided to replace the negative or dysfunctional behavior with a positive and constructive activity. The group will focus on improving problem solving and self-awareness as well as the teenagers' thinking process. The group will be evaluated through a scale questionnaire at the beginning and end of the group. This will allow the facilitator to evaluate the process thinking of the adolescents and help them determine whether the teenagers are in self-awareness and problem solving. The questionnaire will be short and simple. It will include questions of problem-solving ability, self-awareness, control of impulsive behaviors, and healthy relationships. During the last session, the teenagers will be asked to complete a group member satisfaction questionnaire. This will help improve future groups. There are close to 14,000 Arizona children in foster care, but there are only about 3,000 licensed foster families. Every community has foster children who live among us. If they are lucky, they are living in one of the available foster homes. If not, they grow up in group homes where they are raised by rotating staff. Usually they are teenagers who foster parents avoid taking into their homes due to their behaviors. The social skills group will provide the teenagers in foster homes or group homes with support and skills needed to cope with their current issues in living away from their family. This will help them maintain their placement and not be moved out of their community. The social skills group will empower the youth to be productive members of society. The youth will improve their interpersonal relationship with peers in the community. The youth will build confidence and take on leadership skills and be better productive adults. It is important for the department to address the issues of teenagers growing up without a consistent caregiver at a macro level. The teenagers aging out of the department are at risk of not being prepared for adulthood. The intervention will provide support and empower foster teenagers in our community. All foster teenagers from the community can join the support group and benefit within the 6-week sessions. They will end the sessions with better knowledge and skills to take over their issues, their current issues.